The year is 2025. Nations across the world brace for what could be the most devastating conflict in human history. But amidst the chaos, one nation stands tall, impenetrable, and unyielding. That nation is Russia. Stretching across 11 time zones, Russia is not just a country. It's a continent, a landmass so vast that it could swallow entire civilizations. It spans from the icy reaches of the Arctic to the sunburnt deserts of Central Asia. Its borders touch 16 countries, and yet it feels like its power extends beyond the grasp of any one nation. In every conflict, every world-changing event, Russia has found a way to survive. But why? Why is Russia untouchable, an unstoppable force? First, let's talk about Russia's military capabilities. Its military is one of the largest and most well-equipped in the world. With over 1 million active duty soldiers and nearly 2 million in reserves, Russia is a giant on the battlefield. And then there are the weapons. Russia's nuclear arsenal is the second largest in the world, close to 6,000 warheads. And they're not just for show. These weapons are capable of wiping out entire nations in a single strike. A world-ending force housed within the heart of the Russian Federation. But Russia is not just a military power. It's an economic powerhouse, holding some of the world's most coveted resources beneath its feet. Vast oil fields, natural gas reserves, and precious metals. Resources that fuel not just the Russian economy, but the global market. Nations depend on Russia for their energy, for their very survival. And when the world depends on you, defeat becomes a far more distant prospect. As Russia controls the lifeblood of energy, any attempt to defeat it means cutting off the power of entire continents. A war with Russia is not just a military conflict, it's a war with the global economy itself. But it's not just size, firepower, and resources that make Russia indestructible. It's its strategic alliances. Russia is not alone. It is part of a complex web of allies, from China in the east to Iran in the Middle East. A network of powerful nations, many of which share its interests and often its adversaries. Together, they are a force that defies the West. Russia knows that any attack on its borders will ignite a chain reaction, drawing in allies from every corner of the globe. This isn't just a fight for survival, it's a fight for dominance. And we haven't even touched on the most terrifying advantage of all: Russia's ability to endure. The Russian people, molded by centuries of hardship, war, and strife, are resilient beyond measure. They have survived invasions, famines, and revolutions. Their spirit is unbreakable. To defeat Russia would be to shatter an entire culture, to break the will of a nation that has withstood the might of Napoleon, the Nazis, and the cold winds of Siberia. Can anyone truly defeat such a nation? A nation whose people know that survival itself is their greatest weapon? In the end, Russia's true strength lies not in its military might, nor in its vast resources, but in the spirit of its people. Russia cannot simply be defeated, for Russia is more than just a nation. It is an idea, and ideas, they never truly die.